Welcome here now. Another edition of the Down and Back with CornDoug. This time we're doing it a little live. So if you happen to be watching, had a little stuff trying to get the show going last night and earlier today. So decided to just let's wing this out live. I got a couple topics. I've got some new Octane gear that I'm going to unbox. I've got it here someplace, right here. Some new Octane stuff right here that I will open up and I will show you guys just how good Octane bags are coming fresh out of a box. So, yeah, we'll get that later on. A couple topics. First off, got another ACL qualifier this weekend. I believe they're in South Bend, Indiana. I seen that. I know for sure we've got Sato Soto is playing in it. Haven't had a chance to see the exact lineup, so I cannot give you my pick of who I think will be taking it. But I know it's a couple weeks when Jay Corley is going to be in, so I'll have a chance to pick him in a couple weeks. But yes, another ACL qualifier. Check it out, ESPN in the States. In Canada, we are shut out again. TSN still not showing it. So if you are in Canada, I've been messaging TSN like crazy. You've got to do your part as well too. Let's get the ACL on Canada in Canada on TV on TSN. They've shown it before. I'm just not sure why they won't show it again. They'll just keep running their, like I said, they've got their tennis from 6 years ago, golf from 10 years ago. Let's throw up something live and so we can watch it up here. So yeah, so there's that. A couple other things here. I know my pet peeve. I've talked to another friend here who posts stuff online as well too is Facebook groups. You may have seen I've tried to post to couple of Facebook groups here just about the show and that. And my thing is, if you are going to have a Facebook group where all posts have to be approved, don't wait 24 hours to approve them. I know my Wednesday show got approved yesterday afternoon for the post, so people aren't being able to watch live. So if you're running a Facebook group, let's have more than one person approving posts because some people are trying to get stuff out there and promote the sport. And Donnie McPhee, if you're watching, you grow it and close your ears because we're trying to grow the sport and keep it going. But it's just kind of hard to keep that going when we're when we're not getting posts and stuff out there on time. So let's get that with those groups going. Yeah, so live cornhole here. Like I said, our light is at the end of the tunnel. I know some other minor sport groups are starting to come back, so we're getting closer to actually having bigger tournaments coming. I know some of the ones in the States are starting to go. So talking with Matt and with Octane here and with KB Cornhole, we're closer. We're getting closer. It's just those small little things with trying to find a place to play and that will let us play, or finding an open park that we can get things going. So there's that. Couple other things. Show Wednesday night. I know I'm kind of flopping around here. The show Wednesday night. If you can get a chance to see Ben Voodoo from Scorholio on, check out that show. Him on the beach. He had a pretty sweet setup there. He even had people handing him drinks on the beach, and he had his board set up, and really made me feel jealous being down here in the cornhole dungeon, and him being on the beach was a little tough to take, but yeah. So having him on the show was great. Looking forward to next week's show. If you are a keen watcher of the show for Wednesday nights, you know what the second Wednesday of every month is going to bring. So I'll talk more about that Monday night when I do my show. But yeah, so it's that show will be good coming up, and then next week I will have a regular guest here. I think I may have someone stopping by here for this show. a little later on. But yeah, it's it's a big week here. Try to get some people. Couldn't get anyone to come on here, but we'll be having fun here. It's like we're just talking Cornhole. If you're watching, you got a question, I know the regular Ben is in the chat here, trying to help things out. But yeah, so I'll get to a quick unboxing here. I went and I had an issue with one of my bags. One of my, you've all seen my Apex bags on my blue ones, my gray ones. I had an issue with my one of my blue bags. So I talked to Matt, and it was a personal issue. It wasn't a bag issue. Well, it was a bag issue. It was thrower error. So I got the box here. I'll open this up, and he's even changed the color on me. So I've got my new Apex bags here that you'll see me taking out of the box. Here, Apex bags. So Apex bags out of the box. So we always hear people talking about the octane bags and how floppy they are, how well worked in they are. Out of a box there. So you see this Apex bag here. You see how floppy it is. I'll even hold it one hand. You see how it's a really floppy bag coming out of brand new. So this never been thrown, never anything. This is the first time I'm really kind of holding these bags. I just picked them up. I believe it was yesterday from Matt. So yeah, so you can tell it's a real floppy bag. It's not like a stiff bag like you might get with some of the other ones. Contrary to my other gray bags here, I still have. You can tell if I'm holding them up side by side, they're both like this. This is about 6 months old, so it's been well worked in. But this one here is still the same kind of texture. It's just a material that's newer. I'm loving this new charcoal color that Matt's given me. I think I may be ordering a new set for myself of the newer bags that have come in. I'm not sure if you checked out the Down and Back page for that on Facebook. Mike Ferreira kind of leaked a couple new bags. You got the you've already seen from the Octane. When the Octane guys were on, you've seen the turbo bags. PJ and Mike had them. I know Bobby Speary's been throwing them, but the new ones that come out, the Octane Overdrive bags. I think once people see those bags, they will be talking about them a lot. You'll see that on they're a fast bag on both sides, but there is, I don't know if you can check them on the Facebook page. There's a little bit of a square on the front. So check them out. They look great. I know I'm going to be getting probably a set in this color here because this charcoal color really has this, like all leathering, everything all still kind of pops on these here. But yeah, it's just the Apex bags are still a great bag. I love throwing them. Hopefully the new color and new bags will change my deck around scores, but I'm not hoping for anything. But I guess I am hoping that they will change. So it's always nice to get a new bags. As you can also tell, Matt has changed the format on the slick side for the Apex. Instead of Apex in the corner, now we've now got the Apex on the bottom. Yeah, and they feel the exact same. It's they're a great bag. They're not over full with the resin. You can tell that there is the different sizes of the resin in there. But yeah, it's just a really great bag. It's enough. You can still get your full grip and give them a go. So I'll be checking these out later on. I maybe if it doesn't rain here tomorrow, I'll throw up a video of me throwing them to see how that goes. But yeah, there's still not a lot in the cornhole world here coming up. Another thing I'm going to get to. I know I mentioned it last Monday. I kind of feel like I'm going to talk about this. I need Sarah McLaughlin singing in the background, but we've now started up the Patreon for the Down and Back. So that's just any way that you guys can help out with the show. I want to try and get some stuff going here. It's a little more going with the show. But it's tough. Like with with sponsors, you need some money to be doing some stuff. So if you want to help contribute to the show, there's 2 levels for Patreon. As they always say, for less than a cup of coffee a month, you can go for $1 a month to just help out the show. Or there's a $5 option. $5 will just get you. You can maybe get it on the show. We'll do a once a month kind of Zoom chat hangout with everybody, talking cornhole. But then, like I said, you can also maybe even have a chance coming on the show. If you want to, I've talked to some other people about it. These boards back here are both empty. You want to put a logo on the board, send me a message, and we'll talk about getting your a logo that you want on the show for it's going to be a small fee. I'm not in here for the big thing. What I'm doing is I'm just trying to be able to go to get the show on more platforms, more people being able to see it, possibly being able to go Facebook Live and YouTube at the same time. We'll see about that, but just making the show better, being able to get out, doing some more stuff to get some more people involved in the show is all it is. So like I say, it's there's really no commitment. You do not have to. Just if you want to, you can help out the show that way. So that's my thing. Like I said, there's no Sarah McLaughlin in the background. There could be, but no half-hour infomercial about that. It's just if you want to help out in the Patreon, there is a link for it down below in the description of the show. So if you want to help out that, you can. Which then leads me to my Wednesdays will be getting a little more busier. We have our live show at 7 p.m. Eastern here all the time, as you see. And what's better than doing one show on a Wednesday night? Doing 2 shows on a Wednesday night. So we're doing a new live show. I'm going to have a co-host for that show. Unfortunately, it's not going to be Cornhole, but if you are a fan of racing, you will thoroughly enjoy the show. I will bring in my co-host here. You've seen him on the show before. Cousin Ben, you've seen him in the chat here, but he is now going to be joining me as a racing show that we're going to be having.
Oh, wait, there we are. Yes. Welcome, race fans, and thanks, Doug, for having me on so we could talk about this new venture or adventure together. I don't know. We've been lifelong race fans, both of us. We spent quite a bit of time at various tracks. So rather than us just texting back and forth, let's do a podcast. Let's do a weekly show, and we'll do it live to include the community here on YouTube.
Exactly. So we'll be going live. We're saying about 5:30 on Wednesday nights. That'll give me about 45 minutes to actually change and go from a racing show to a cornhole show, and because why not make your Wednesdays a little better, a little more better.
For those watching, I just put a link to the new channel in the chat. So right here, folks, we're not taking away from your cornhole coverage. This will still be nothing but cornhole on this channel. However,
yes,
you happen to like playing games of cornhole at the Speedway, one-stop shopping.
Exactly. And I think for anyone who's watching in the North Carolina area, I think we will be having probably we'll try and set up some sort of tournament for each show in North Carolina and on Memorial Day weekends.
I like that idea. Yeah, why don't we hold a cornhole tournament with our NASCAR family? And sounds like an excuse to have a performance-enhancing beverage to me.
Yes, and we will. I know there is some people out there in the cornhole community that are race fans, so we may even be able to kind of mix up the shows here and have some of them join us.
Exactly. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah. So I think it's going to be fun. Like I said, 5:30 on Wednesday nights, just before Down and Back Live. You will have the NAS Canucks.
Canucks.
Have you be able to go live there, and you be able to talk just like our Wednesday shows here with the Down and Back Live. You'll be able to communicate with the show. We'll talk. We'll take questions. Any comments, good, bad, or otherwise.
And we should say, too, it'll be mostly bench racing. We're not there to do a results show. We'll leave that to ESPN or, Fox Sports. Had to think about that one. But, yeah, we're just there to bench race. Just shoot the breeze, talk about – we'll probably talk about that weekend's racing. But we'll also be talking about, maybe a rumor or two we might hear, coming up. Hey, speaking of which, I didn't realize was it Nashville's going to be on the Cup schedule next year.
Yep. Yeah, so another chance to go down. Yeah, we'll definitely talk about that, and we'll be starting up next week. So next Wednesday, 5:30.
Yeah, when is that?
The 10th.
Is it the 10th? All right.
No.
That sounds good. Yeah, look at that. It's the 10th.
Is it the 10th yet?
Yeah, I just brought up the calendar.
So, yeah.
As you can tell, folks, we are clearly family. We don't have the best concept of time.
Exactly, no. So that's the other big news for the week. It's Cornhole is still kind of down here, but
getting close though.
Exactly, we're getting close, and some more shows, and so I think my almost 20 minutes are up for this week here.
There we go. And you know what? If the sun's shining, it's warm enough even here in Canada. Get out there and toss some bags.
Exactly. And if you are happen to be watching this here Friday night before 8 p.m. Eastern, I'm going to try and get Donnie McPhee getting his Zoom chat. You've got to join in one of those Zoom chats. That is for anyone. They're just non-recorded video chats that any topic is not is
it's pretty much it's pretty much wide open.
Yeah, there's no limits.
Yeah, so, there's no restrictor plates on that one.
No, not at all. So that's this is a short, sweet show here for this week. So
like, share, and subscribe.
Exactly, for this show, for the NAS Connect show, and if you're on the Wednesday show, as I've said before, Ben, when you've been on this show, check out Ben's channel on YouTube. If you're into music,
it's just my name right there. Look at that.
Okay, you
do a search on that name.
You're way better than me. See, and I'm still. Oh, look, I'm even getting better too. I'm still the same from the other night, being on your show again.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
So everyone stay safe. Keep having fun, throwing those virtual bags. As I say, though, I've been saying it for a couple weeks now. The light at the end of the tunnel just is getting bigger and bigger, and we'll be back playing live sometime very soon. So we will check you out. I'm going to check you out Monday on Facebook. We'll talk about this week and the week upcoming for the Cornhole world. So talk to you later.
Cheers, folks.